Lee, I want you to teach me what you did the other night.
I already told Miss Bell I can't.
I'm willing to empty my cup in order to taste your tea.
Your open-mindedness is cool, but it doesn't change anything. I don't believe in system, Mr. Longstreet, nor in method. And without system, without method, what's to teach?
But you had to learn. You weren't born knowing how to take apart three men in a matter of seconds.
True, but I found the cause of my ignorance.
Well, help me find mine.
Welcome back, everybody. It's been a long time since you guys seen my face. It's probably been 2 years since I did my first video. I'm deciding to come back for good and make content consistently because I need to have a little talk within myself. Have a lot of synchronicities happen and showing me that I need to stop being afraid of who I am and to accept who I am and honestly express myself without lying to myself. You know, you guys are going to be seeing this a lot. I made up my mind. I want to help and heal people with my words and my feelings spiritually. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. That and Bruce Lee. One of the most influential people in my life because I grew up watching this guy. My dad used to buy me all his movies. I used to watch them back to back. And I used to remember listening to his interviews when I was growing up as a kid. But it didn't make sense to me at the time until I had my spiritual awakening. When I was like 16, 17 years old. If you guys want to see my spiritual awakening story, it's the first video on my channel. Go to my channel. Or I'll leave the description down below. You guys can click that. You should watch it. It's very cool. Since I had my spiritual awakening, that moment when I just knew that everything that I was taught is a lie. And had this download of information, of spiritual information, how I see the world is different now. Because it's like a different universal language. I see all the wisdom in everything. I see everything metaphorically, and everything symbolizes something. Anyway, the Bruce Lee, his philosophical words from his interviews, it made perfect sense to me ever since I had my spiritual awakening story. And I should have made this video a long time ago. We're going to be talking about Bruce Lee. We're going to be talking about three things today. First and foremost, teachings of Bruce Lee. His spirituality and his wisdom. That's the real Bruce Lee. I want people to see, because the martial arts guy that you see in the movies, that's not the real him. Second is the disrespect that he gets from people today. Third, an anime called Dragon Ball. I made some simple connections about the spiritual concepts that they show and the spiritual concepts that Bruce Lee teaches. They have connections. And to me, he is a real life Goku. And I'll talk about that later at the end of the video. That's why I'm here. So I want to show the people the real Bruce Lee, because I see too much videos just talking about his combative form. He was an arrogant person. He's this and that. It's such a misconception about Bruce Lee, the individual, because I heard Bruce Lee wrote some books. I was like, let me go read one of his books that he wrote from his own words, And it was this. This book, holy cow. I did not know how conscious he was during his time, before he became famous, before he became a big movie star. He talks about how he sees life, talks about meditation and every spiritual concept from his point of view. He doesn't want you to be copying people. He wants you to be your original you. He wants you to be the best version of you. Even though we're all connected, because I am a reflection of you and you're a reflection of me, we still have our unique individualities. He wants you to find your true self. You can read the book and you can interpret it your own way, but to me, I'm talking about spiritually. He wants you to free your mind. He wants you to see the real matrix of reality that we are living in, if that makes sense. He wants you not to follow the crowd. He wants you to go to the other way. Originate. Don't imitate. And that's why I'm here. I've been biting my tongue for this long time because, I don't know, I just have my own battles, This is me honestly expressing myself, because ever since I had my spiritual awakening story, I had my own battles, telling myself why am I thinking like this? Why am I going crazy? I just kept it hidden, And probably just fear of what people might think of me, what my friends think of me, and my family thinks of me. But now I don't care. I feel like time is speeding up very fast, and something's going to happen. A shift is going to happen in consciousness. I want to help and heal as many people as I can with my face and my words in my videos. So I'm going to honestly express myself from now on. I'm going to be telling the truth even if my voice shakes. Got that from All Smart. Shout out to Infinite Waters. He's one of the guys that motivated me to make this video. Anyway, this book will blow your freaking mind. I want to read 2 quotes from Bruce Lee, and I think they're very important because I look at it this way. Anyone who expresses and makes videos or help people spread their knowledge and give other people knowledge. Just like Bruce Lee says, all knowledge is self-knowledge. It comes from within.
A teacher is never a giver of truth. He is a guide, a pointer to the truth that each student must find for himself. A good teacher is merely a catalyst. Spirituality, on seeking the divine within. Whether it is the Godhead or not, I feel this great force, this untapped power, this dynamic something within me. This feeling defies description, and there is no experience with which this feeling may be compared. It is something like a strong emotion mixed with faith, but a lot stronger. The spiritual force transcends all. I feel I have this great creative and spiritual force within me that is greater than faith, greater than ambition, greater than confidence, greater than determination, greater than vision. It is all these combined. My brain becomes magnetized with this dominating force which I hold in my hand. Intensity, enthusiasm is the God within. Intensity and/or enthusiasm is this God within us, one that instinctively becomes the art of the physical becoming. And within this transition, we no longer care to know what life means. We are indeed furnishing the what is by simply being. The spirit of the universe. The integrating principle of the whole, the spirit, as it were, of the universe, instinct with contrivance, which flows with purpose. Contemplating heaven while living on earth. I wish neither to possess nor to be possessed. I no longer covet paradise. More important, I no longer fear hell. If you ask me what I will do in heaven, I will say this: why should I think about something so far away when there are so many things in this life I have not finished learning about? 4 questions on the existence of God. Can we know God exists? How do we know God exists? What do we mean God exists? Do we have an idea of God? On belief in God. To be perfectly frank, I really do not believe in God. If there is a God, He is within. You don't ask God to give you things. You depend on God for inner theme. On organized religion. I have no religion whatsoever. I believe that life is a process and that man is a self-made product. The spirit of the individual is determined by his dominating thought habits. On the divisiveness of organized religion. Religions divide people, just as styles in martial art divide people. If all the religions of the world were one, the world would be united in brotherhood. Some people fight with others because they believe in different religions. If, however, they only gave the matter a bit of thought, they would never fight for such a foolish cause. The problem with organized religion. The source of trouble in religion is to attribute to the cause with doctrines, rules, and prejudices.
All knowledge is self-knowledge, and everybody, teaches something. We're teachers / students, students / teachers. So we're teacher students, pretty much. Powerful, very powerful. For instance, in society today, everybody, all they care is about how they look on camera, how they look towards people, self-entitled, nice clothes, materialistic, when he wants you to be an independent thinker, a compassionate human being. Yes, we are born in this world and divided by nationality. I'm Mexican. People always say they're white, black, but in reality, once you see the bigger truth that we're one species. the human race. We just look different, but we're all human. And he wants you to express your humanity and embrace it. He wants you to think for yourself. From my understanding, he was teaching people his way of fighting, but he was using everything metaphorically, because he uses his wisdom through his combat. Most people just want, oh yeah, just teach me how to kick, teach me how to fight, this and that. When he just wants to teach you to express yourself, to find yourself, your true self. And what does that mean? He wants to spiritually awaken you, to free your mind. That's what it means to me. It's that simple. He was a very compassionate, conscious human being. He wanted to help people. He didn't care about his money. He didn't care about his movies materialistically. People just see him as, oh, he's rich, charismatic, a talented individual. He was much more than that. He was a very brilliant human being. His handwriting was perfect. He practiced on his cursive. It's very nice. He had so many letters. I only read some, but some I had to read all of them. But how he expresses his mind and how he helps people with advice and his spiritual wisdom is crazy. He was very conscious in what he does and what he sees in the world, physically, metaphysically. The real Bruce Lee, if you want to get to really know him, this is the book. Please go buy one. Second, I want to talk about the disrespect that he gets. All these people that were alive during his time, they're talking about his close friends. I guess his close friends like Chuck Norris and Joe Louis. They had a falling out. They talked bad, but I guess they had to change of hearts years after his death. Now they gave him his respects and flowers. People in general, people that don't think that he can fight because he's just mainly an actor. I don't blame him, because people don't see, like us spiritual people, we can see his spiritual abilities, human physical abilities, that is not natural to this world. Like his speed was insane. People just think he just can't mainly fight because we're in this modern world, and we got the MMA world, and he was a student of everything. He wanted to learn everything. He had no one way of style fighting. His way of fighting is just to learn everything and adapt. Like water's to adapt to everything. I don't blame those people who criticize him because they can't see through the delusional world, because they still see physically, in 3D. When it's people like us, we see above 3D. I'm going to show you guys a couple clips of him. There's one clip in particular that he looks like a glitch in this video. That he was so fast that he looks like a glitch in this video. It's crazy. Even Jackie Chan, I'll show you a clip of Jackie Chan, says that he was so fast that he looks like a cartoon. Joe Louis is one of his students, one of the founders of kickboxing of this day. He said that he was so fast he can dodge the bullet, and I wouldn't doubt it. Like, to me, I've seen other people in this world, regular people that can do telekinesis, levitation, crazy abilities. There was this one video that I think he was a samurai. He disarmed everybody in the room within seconds, and he looked like a blur in the camera. They all surrounded him. He sat in the middle. He disarmed everybody in a blur in the camera. He looked like a blur. I can't find that video no more. And other people that heal people with their body on the eastern part of the world. So that must be the eastern type of science compared to Western mainstream science, which keeps you dumbed down. I'm just saying that the human body, the human being, the real true human being defies laws of physics by mastering your emotions and feelings. And that's what Bruce Lee talks about in his words. So check out this clip with Jackie Chan and Joe Louis and his kicks.
Was it true, or just part of the Hollywood folklore, that in fact when they filmed your father in action, and perhaps yourself these days, they had to slow the film down because the fist and the feet were going too fast?
Well, that was back when he was doing the Green Hornet on television in the United States. And the thing of it was, the cameras weren't as sophisticated back then. And literally, on television, they had to shoot it, they had to overcrank and shoot it in slow motion, because otherwise it just looked like a special effect when he moved. I mean, the man was fast. He was deadly fast. I've really never encountered anyone in all of my training since who was as fast.
For a while, I was able to get that punch in on Bruce Lee, but he would always go into that little Zen alpha state, and then you couldn't get anything through. You probably couldn't even hit him with a bullet, he was so fast. You probably couldn't even hit him with a bullet, he was so fast.
Then Bruce Lee come to hug me. What's your name? I said, my name is Jackie. You're good, you're great. When Bruce Lee kick, you don't shake your eyes, because when you shake your eyes, you cannot see Bruce Lee kick. You know how fast? No, because the roommate, the mix, Bruce Lee, a lot of pressure. Human being, just human being, cannot like a cartoon. No, how fast? That's the fast you can be. Even Muhammad Ali, right now Tyson, the punch fast, but you still can see.
Tell me that was not cool. I rewind it again. Look, you know how like the flash looks when the flash goes here. Or Dragon Ball when you fight and they just start too fast and go from here to here. That's how he looks like. And then third, let's talk about Dragon Ball Z. To me, Goku is the real life Bruce Lee. No, wait, what? Bruce Lee is the real life Goku. I rewatched the original Dragon Ball season when Goku was a little kid. Holy cow, there's a lot of good spiritual wisdom and concepts shown. This is one of them. When Popo teaches little Goku how to meditate, to be calm, to empty his mind. And this is what Bruce Lee talks about in his interview, to empty your mind. And I'm going to show you guys right now.
Sasuke.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Like that, you see?
I'm tired.
The lookout is at a very high altitude, Goku. The air's quite thin, so breathing is much more difficult. To train without passing out, you'll need to get rid of your redundant moves. Energy's far too precious up here to be wasted.
How do I not waste it?
You must be more tranquil than the sky, yet quicker than lightning.
But the sky doesn't move. And when I see lightning, it's really quick. Sounds pretty tricky to me.
Watch me. Empty your mind of thoughts. Goku, you're just making your eyes go blurry. That's not the same thing as emptying your mind.
What? Hey! How'd you do that? I didn't see you move one bit. Come, you can see what I'm doing.
The answer is the same reason why you couldn't see me moving. You're only using your eyes to see. True sight requires all your senses, my young friend. Feel the movements of the air around me, and then you'll be able to see me.
So I've got to see without my eyes, and be like sky and lightning? That's a lot of stuff. No wonder you keep beating me. Mr. Popo, are you sure this will make me stronger?
Even you asking is wasteful. Countless unnecessary moves, like the wings of a fledgling bird. They can flap, but they cannot fly.
Okay.
You must be like a stone.
A stone?
Calm and still, so the rain and wind cannot move you. You see?
Oh, that's easy. How's this? I look just like one, right?
Stones do not have voices.
Ouch! You're making my head bumpy.
Nor do they feel pain.
So this is what it's like being a stone. It's neat. You're always relaxed, and your mind just wanders around like a bee. It's like dreaming, but better. I get to pick whatever I want to think about. Oh. Stones don't think about things either. They just sit and think of nothing.
Now you're learning how to truly relax your mind, Goku. Huh? Okay, maybe a little too relaxed.
Gotcha! Ow, that didn't work. Hey, 2 bells? That isn't fair, Mr. Popo. You cheated. What am I supposed to learn from that?
Well, maybe. You're supposed to use another sense.
Like what?
One cannot describe sight to the blind. You'll have to stumble upon it yourself.
Huh?
And the sooner you relax your mind, the sooner it will come to you.
To learn something, I think of nothing. Wow, Mr. Popo, I have a long way to go, don't I? What Mr. Popo said makes sense now. I've got to see the lightning with all my senses. I've got to feel it.
You must use another sense. Feel the movements of the air around me, and then you'll be able to see me. You need to get rid of your redundant moves. You must be more tranquil than the sky, and yet quicker than lightning.
I feel it! I'm the strongest in the world!
You're holding the pole too tight. You need to relax those arms and take it easy.
Oh, like this?
That's better. Remain calm like the water, taking a deep breath. Now. Exhale. Look to the sky.
Huh?
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, wow!
Keep looking up. Feel the world around you. Concentrate.
I see what you mean. Wow. Everything is so calm and quiet.
What's wrong? Having trouble keeping focus? Close your eyes. Remain perfectly still and concentrate on the sound of the running water. Soon you will feel its rhythm. The water sets the pace for the fish.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Like that.
It's a keeper! By the way, did you find the man you were looking for?
Yes, I did meet up with Yao Chun.
But you did not find what you were seeking.
He still hasn't learned anything.
Second, when you talk about ultra instinct, Bruce Lee talks about his body hits by itself. His body reacts naturally. His instincts react naturally.
It's a combination of both. I mean, here it is the natural instinct, and here is control. You are to combine the two in harmony. Not if you have one to the extreme, you will be very unscientific. If you have another to the extreme, you become all of a sudden a mechanical man, no longer a human being. So it is a successful combination of both. So therefore, it is not only, therefore it's not pure naturalness or unnaturalness. The ideal is unnatural naturalness or natural unnaturalness.
Teacher?
I see your talents have gone beyond the mere physical level. Your skills are now at the point of spiritual insight. I have several questions. What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique.
Very good. What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
So, continue.
A good fight should be like a small play, but played seriously. A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking, yet not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come. When the opponent expands, I contract. When he contracts, I expand. And when there is an opportunity, I do not hit. It hits all by itself.
And you know who masters that? Goku, when he gets bigger. And here's a clip.
What in the? It's like my feet just moved on their own. Rather impressive, Saiyan. The truth is that you finally convinced me to attack you, which I was about to do in that moment. If you hadn't jumped back like that, this fight would be over. Your instinct saved you. Actually possible. Kakarot, what have you become?
You don't know when to surrender, Goku. You've already lost this fight!
This is no everyday power-up, boys.
That reaction speed and such precision. It's crazy. How is Goku doing this?
Autonomous Ultra Instinct. Kakarot!
It's a combination of both. I mean, here it is the natural instinct, and here is control. You are to combine the two in harmony. Not if you have one to the extreme, you will be very unscientific. If you have another to the extreme, you become all of a sudden a mechanical man, no longer a human being. So it is a successful combination of both.
What the?
It hits all by itself.
Did you see that?
So tell me that wasn't cool. Ever since I had my spiritual awakening, I see things differently and in a different perspective with a spiritual connection, if that makes sense. Not only Dragon Ball, there's a lot of movies that, have spiritual concepts and other different types of cartoons. I'll probably make another video about predictive programming. I'll probably make other videos about other influencers who had their spiritual awakening as well, like Jim Carrey, Terrence Howard, Kyrie Irving. I'll probably make a video about Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein. There's a lot. I'm telling you, I'm coming back. I'm gonna make videos consistently, and then I'll spread my knowledge, what I have learned. It's very unfortunate how he passed away so young, but your spirit lives forever. Your words of knowledge lives forever, because right now I'm seeing a shift in consciousness. People are starting to wake up, and that's why I'm here, to help and heal, to awaken to your true potential. And his son too, Brandon Lee. I love Brandon. That Crow movie, if he didn't die, he would have been a super mega star, because I love that movie so much. If his daughter, Shannon Lee, if you see this, I mean no harm, but I read your book too on your perspective. So shout out to Shannon Lee and her mom, Linda Lee. Much love and light and peace to your guys' family. I just wanted to pay my respects and give Bruce Lee his flowers. The real Bruce Lee, because this is the real Bruce Lee. So leave a like, share the video, subscribe, and thanks for watching, man. This is me honestly expressing myself. Be water, my friend. Peace. See you guys on the next video. Thank you.
We need emotional content. How did it feel to you?
Let me think.
Don't think. Feel. It is like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger, or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Do you understand? Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Put it into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or creep or drip or crash. Be water, my friend.
Yeah. Why don't I just stand in front of Bolt and recite that to him? Maybe he'll faint or drown.
When is it?
Tomorrow.
You are not ready.
I know.
Like everyone else, you want to learn the way to win, but never to accept the way to lose. To accept defeat, to learn to die is to be liberated from it. So when tomorrow comes, you must free your ambitious mind and learn the art of dying. May it be well with you, Mike.
One of his favorite stories that he would tell new students was the story of the empty teacup. A learned man once went to visit a Zen teacher to inquire about Zen. As the Zen teacher talked, the learned man frequently interrupted to express his own opinion about this or that. Finally, the Zen teacher stopped talking and began to serve tea to the learned man. He poured the cup full, then kept pouring until the cup overflowed. "Stop," said the learned man. "The cup is full. No more can be poured in." "Like this cup, you are full of your own opinions," replied the Zen teacher. "If you do not first empty your cup, how can you taste my cup of tea?" Truth is outside molds and patterns. Truth exists outside of all molds and patterns, and awareness is never exclusive. Truth is never a set idea, and definitely not a conclusion. Styles and methods are conclusions, but the truth of life is a process. Find out for yourself what is true. Create immediately an atmosphere of freedom so that you can live and find out for yourselves what is true, so that you are able to face the world with the ability to understand it, not just conform to it. One can tell for oneself whether the water is warm or cold. In the same way, a man must convince himself about these experiences. Only then are they real. Discard what is ornamental. Shun what is trivial and discard what is ornamental. The ultimate truth. The ultimate has no symbol, no style, no superhuman. Truth is not found in a book. Truth is not to be found in a book. Furthermore, such a book merely represents a barrier to progress in your search for truth. Independent inquiry is needed in your search for truth, not dependence on anyone else's view or a mere book. A finger pointing to the moon. These few paragraphs, at best, are merely a finger pointing to the moon. Please do not take the finger to be the moon, or fix your intense gaze on the finger, and thus miss all the beautiful sight of heaven. After all, the usefulness of the finger is in pointing away from itself to the light that illumines finger and all. Emptiness. The end. I have to leave now, my friend. You have a long journey ahead of you, and you must travel light. From now on, drop all your burden of preconceived conclusions behind and open yourself to everything and everyone ahead. Remember, my friend, the usefulness of a cup is in its emptiness. The end is the beginning. The beginning and the end thus turn into next-door neighbors. On the musical scale, one may start with the lowest pitch and gradually ascend to the highest. When the highest is reached, one finds it is located next to the lowest. To know, but to be as though not knowing, is the height of wisdom. Self-actualization is the important thing. And my personal message to people is that I hope they will go towards self-actualization rather than self-image actualization. I hope that they will search within themselves for honest self-expression. Bruce Lee. A very important person I'd like to thank. A quality human being in her own right. Giving, loving, stalwart, understanding this animal Bruce Lee, and letting him simply be. My companion in our separate but intertwined pathways of growth. A definite enricher of my life. The woman I love. And fortunately for me, my wife. I cannot leave this paragraph without saying that Linda, thanks for the day when, at the University of Washington, Bruce Lee had the honor to meet you.